Welcome to the Treasure Coast Professional Spotlight Interview Series, where we shine a light on the visionary leaders, innovative entrepreneurs, and dedicated professionals shaping the future of Florida's Treasure Coast. Presented by Showcast Studios and hosted by renowned educator, speaker, and community leader, Dr. Jack Mitchell. This program brings you inspiring conversations with the people behind the businesses, organizations, and initiatives making a lasting impact in our communities. Each episode offers an inside look at the journeys, challenges, successes, and insights of today's most influential professionals, sharing valuable lessons and stories designed to inform, inspire, and connect. Now please join your host, Dr. Jack Mitchell, as we spotlight excellence, leadership, and achievement on the Treasure Coast. This is the Treasure Coast Professional Spotlight Interview Series.
Hello and welcome to the Treasure Coast Professionals, our Spotlight Interview Series. And I want to welcome everyone, first of all, to our show. We have today a very special friend and a very special person who's given so much to the Treasure Coast. She's a superstar. We have wonderful people here on our show, but this young lady is, in my opinion, a superstar. She's given so much to the community, and she's so well known in the community and loved. In all the years I've been here in Port St. Lucie for 21 years. I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about this lady. That's how wonderful she is. It's amazing that she has that kind of reputation. Let me introduce you to my good friend and a wonderful person and a wonderful community leader, our friend Veronica Kolibab. Veronica, welcome. It's just such a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you, Dr. Jack. What a beautiful introduction.
Thank you. Well, I practiced it.
You are so fabulous. I have so many great things to say about you, too. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Veronica. Veronica, just a little bit of background. Where you're from? How long have you been here? Just a thumbnail sketch just so folks get to know you a little bit.
Sure. Originally from Pennsylvania. I was a little girl, though. Did a lot of traveling when I was younger, back and forth between parents, and ended up in Florida at the age of 14.
Oh, wow.
So okay. I've been here a very long time.
Has it always been in this area in St. Lucie County?
Port St. Lucie, actually. I came straight to Port St. Lucie.
Was your parents here? Or
my mother.
Your mom was here. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. Yeah. And so you went to high school here?
Fort Pierce Central was the only high school back then. Wow. I don't know if it was the only one, but it was the only one I could get to for Port St. Lucie.
How many kids would there be in your graduating class back then?
Oh, my goodness. I don't really
Was it a big class? Or?
No. I actually graduated early. I left early and graduated early.
Okay. Were you able to go to college, or did you just get into the work business? Or?
I did some college and went into work. Yeah, I was in business administration classes.
Okay.
And then just went into the workforce.
Okay, wonderful. That's terrific. And you're still here living in this wonderful community. That's great.
Yeah, it's grown a lot.
Yeah, to say the least. One of the things that you're most known for is this Martini Network. Tell us about how that got started. And apparently I'm to understand that it's 18 years in existence and still a powerhouse in the community. Tell me, how did that start and how did you get it to last 18 years?
Wasn't easy.
Yeah. And you don't have any gray hair or whatever.
Oh, they cover that up.
You look pretty terrific for 18 years of building a networking organization. So tell us about that.
Yeah. When it first started, the only groups were really chambers. So there weren't any joint. Everything was a join group. So there wasn't an opportunity to just go network. And so Martini Network was born because of a need, right? There wasn't really anything, especially a happy hour event, where you could just go and not have to join something. So
it was not a morning networking.
It's never
program.
been.
Never been.
It was always a happy hour event.
Mm-hmm.
And it started out as free. And we, with our first events, we would have 100 people show up. So it showed that there was a need there.
Yeah.
We filled a niche and need at the time. And over the years, it was difficult because there were some days where I remember a day at the St. Lucie Lanes. I think maybe it was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years in. And I think we had maybe 8 people show up. Like I didn't even put a cover on it. And I know that, a lot is dependent on the venue too.
Sure.
And Martini Network, not that there's anything wrong with the bowling alley, right? We love the bowling alley. But as Martini Network grew and evolved, we came to be at more upscale venues, which changed things. And I believe putting a cover on it changed as well, because
Really?
going from free to a $5 cover, we would go from 100, 120 people per event to like 60. But we found
It made that difference for $5?
it did. But I think it also took away a lot of the takers in the group. So more people started working with each other, collaborating with each other, or doing business with each other. It wasn't a taking group. It was more of a giving group.
Wow.
And then as the group...
That's a major change.
It was.
Philosophy and then...
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, and we wanted it to be more, not just your everyday networking, right? We wanted it to have substance, and we wanted it to be I wanted it to be something that people could really benefit from,
And how did you set that up, Veronica? That did people give presentations, or were there set times when people met each other, or was it just how did you set that up?
We gave it. It was set up in a way where people actually had the opportunity to network with each other. There's not this long formal itinerary at every event, because a lot of the events that you go to, especially breakfasts and luncheons, right? You can only network with people right before, or if you catch them on the way out the door.
Yeah.
So this provided a space for people where they had a full 2 hours to network with each other, minus the 5 minutes on the microphone to thank, the venue and give away some door prizes, because we do that, except for on the anniversary, because there's way too many people there and we can't give away door prizes. But I think it set a different precedent for networking. There was actual opportunities to connect and just spend your time networking. And since then, obviously, there's a lot more. I mean, groups have spun off of Martini Network, and, some will last a couple years, some will last a couple months, some will last a little bit longer. And we welcome them all. I don't have any competition with any groups. I feel proud that Martini Network blazed that trail, that it opened that door.
Did. I mean, any of the subsequent networking groups, and there's a number of them that I know my wife is very involved in, or had been very involved in networking. I haven't recently in the past years, but
there's a lot going on, like the Port St. Lucie Business Club. I love them. They grew so fast.
That's a big group.
We collaborate so well. He and his wife, Michelle, and Danny, they just are amazing people. And Martini Network, we all hit it off. I've given them advice. They gave me advice, which is what, kind of launched off some more things to not just be a networking event. Now we're like a business development ecosystem.
Okay. Tell us now, so you started off, you've always had a pretty good size. Well, you said it was, it was free, and then it got to be the $5. And then you changed your venue from the bowling alley to, didn't you go up to the 19th hole?
Oh, we move them all around. Every year we have different venue every month. Oh, yes. I move them around, and it supports a lot of local venues that way.
Wow.
And we book our events and our sponsors a year in advance. So, well, not a year in advance. Like we probably in October, I put up sponsorship opportunities and we sold out in a week.
You sold out in a week.
Yeah, for the whole year. Yep.
Wow.
And so, but it's
it's
silly though what they spend.
I happen to be a behavioral psychologist.
Yeah.
One of my degrees, and I look at behavior, and when I see that kind of behavior, holy Moses! I mean, that just speaks to me value that people wouldn't sign up, within a week to be sponsors unless they really felt a value to your organization. So that's just kudos. I'm so proud of you. Okay, go ahead.
Well, there's only 15 opportunities, so
but that's okay.
Those 15 go quick.
Yeah.
And the same with the venues. Like the venues that work with me now, they have first option next year if they want to host an event.
Are they all here on the Treasure Coast? But you go down into Stewart too, don't you?
So 1 month will be St. Lucie, 1 month will be Martin. They go back.
Oh, is that the way it works? Okay.
And we have a calendar for the whole year. It's in our Facebook group. We probably have about 4,800 people in the
So is it Facebook that people would find you, or do you have a website?
Well, we have Facebook. We have our business directory, which is martininetwork.biz. That's just the directory.
Okay, say that again so the audience can hear that. I want them to get the information because I want to just promote whatever you're doing because I'm one of your biggest fans.
Oh, thank you.
So tell us, it's Martini Network
.biz.
B-I-Z.
B-I-Z.
Okay,
martininetwork.biz. But we also have the app. The app is new. The app is brand new.
Tell us about that.
The app is amazing. So this becomes our ecosystem. So it goes beyond just events. The app, now you can also see the events.
Now the app,
it's called Martini Network.
Just Martini Network. So I can go into the Play Store or wherever I get my apps.
Yeah.
And I just sign up for Martini Network.
Yeah. Okay. Just go sign up for the Martini Network app. And when you open it is the spark, right? It's like the breaking of the seed, right? With ideas in the mind. So they get it's complimentary. And so there's one every day, 5 days a week, where it's like some concept. It gives them something to think about and a couple of action steps. So it's like personal.
Is it business oriented? In other words, the concept is
personal, professional, and business development. So there's a combination of all three.
Wonderful.
Which makes us unique, right?
Sure.
And so also in there, on the way is going to be business coaching. We're about to launch in beta in the next couple of weeks, but it's going to be affordable business coaching because as much as we all love our $5,000 and $10,000 coaches, not everybody can afford to do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted to do is create a space where people could learn and grow affordably. So we have 2 levels. We have a $57 a month level and a $97 a month level where they have 1 or 2 group coaching calls.
Group coaching, okay.
And everyone will have all the subscribers that pay will have one networking event together a month online. So we'll do it like in a Zoom. We'll divide them up into groups and they can network. Those are people that are investing in themselves.
Yeah.
And so we have that in there.
How many people would be in a group? In other words,
it'll depend on how many people show up.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we also have business services and resources. So SCORE, SBDC, We Venture, a lot of the SBA, things that people need are all in one place in this app.
Wow.
So there's a resources area and then there's a business services area. If they want an app, I have someone that does an app for $100 and $50 a month. They can have their own directory. We put a link. We're affiliate with several different kinds of businesses that they can
look at you
put stuff in there. It's like an all-in-one app for business people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, how are you going to market that?
Well, funny you say, there's going to be several ways, but we actually just recently signed agreements with Jordan's Way. He has 1 million followers across the country. He does animal welfare, like fundraising.
Okay.
And he wanted to get in schools. I was able to help him do that. So I became one of the official founding sponsors. Martini Network and Business Expansion Academy, which is my academy, are the official founding sponsors of his school tours. So everything with Jordan's Way school tours across the country will have Martini Network logo, Business Expansion Academy, and links to our things.
Well, so it's called, let me write that down. It's called Business Expansion
Academy. It's actually inside the app.
Okay.
And people can access the app online. It would just be app.martininetwork.biz.
Okay,
so they can look at it on a computer. It's app.martininetwork.biz, B-I-Z.
Okay. Okay. We want to make sure that we give as much information to the folks as possible.
It's a lot. I know it's a lot.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
This is amazing. Okay. So where does this go? The coaches, I'm interested because I've done quite a considerable amount of coaching in my career. Who are you using? Are they professional coaches or are they just the people themselves helping each other?
Well, there's a twofold, actually a threefold since you said that.
Okay.
The people who subscribe and pay will have their own feed where they can communicate with each other. And then I am the coach inside of the Business Expansion Academy. I have 20 years of business development experience.
If anyone,
So I'll group coach them.
But
and
again,
I've built several local businesses
but even
too.
businesses, you've been a business developer for a number of very successful businesses here in the community. And so you certainly have the experience, expertise. And again, as a behavioral psychologist, you've had the success. When you look at your behavior, you obviously know what you're doing, my friend.
Thank you. And
terrible.
I'm excited. I've always wanted to help people in a way that made a difference.
Yeah.
And, and not be that person that goes, oh, you want to work with me? It's going to cost you, $1,000 an hour.
Yeah.
I would rather say, hey, I'll coach you all in a group, because I feel they learn so much from each other. When you're coaching one, they all learn.
Yeah.
And so I also am going to have a library of other coaches, but it's separate. So if they want to purchase individual classes, I'm affiliate with AI trainer, social media trainer, a bookkeeping trainer, like different variety of courses that they might want to take that they can buy for low cost, $17, $27, whatever, if they don't want to be part of the actual academy. But the academy has a module every week. And then they'll have 2 calls or 1 call a month, depending upon the level that they get, plus the networking. And the $97 a month level will get a quarterly challenge included in that. So where do you go for $97 a month? Get 2 coaching calls, a networking call with your peers, and a quarterly challenge. It's just not going to happen.
What I don't know what a quarterly challenge
so
is.
say
Tell me about
like
that.
a watch your words challenge. I can't do this. I won't do that. I can't.
Okay, the negative.
Right. Or give up caffeine challenge. Because I also I'm certified integrative nutrition health coach. I just didn't want to coach people one-on-one, but I can tie that in.
Look at you.
To the health aspect, right? Because if we're not healthy, we can't do business.
That's correct.
So there's so many different challenges. Gratitude challenge. Like we can do so many different challenges that will help people. And doing a gratitude challenge, that could change somebody's life.
Yes, absolutely. When they start thinking of how blessed they have been.
And a caffeine challenge. I have told so many people, Dr. Jack, you give up caffeine, you have way more energy. They're like, no way. I gave up caffeine a long time ago. I have more energy than anybody I know. And every single person that I have gotten off of caffeine by saying that over the years will tell you today you have way more energy when you give up caffeine.
Isn't that? I did not know that.
Way more, because it exhausts your adrenal glands. Right now you're always running from the tiger all day long when you're doing caffeine. But when you give it up, your body has time to rejuvenate. You're not exhausting your adrenal glands anymore.
So you're bringing in a little bit of everything. Your background is, and you're kind of concretizing it and memorializing it in this app.
Well, and I have 20 years of personal development and professional development. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars on training for myself with coaches and all the things.
Really?
And so I bring all of that to the table too. All the cool techniques or the belief clearing, certifications and all of the different things that all come together based on that person sitting in front of me at that time.
Wow.
So it's exciting.
But to be able to bring it all together is the amazing thing of all your years of learning, the good, the bad, the ugly, all the experiences you've had.
That's a God
business.
thing. Do you want to hear how that happened?
Sure, go ahead.
So for 2 or 3 years, I was like caught up in technology. How am I going to pull this together? Which online platform am I going to use? Am I going to go to school? Am I going to do this? What am I doing? So one day I was sitting there, I swear, and I go, God, I just need something that will do this, 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 and this. And I open up my app, Facebook, and out of nowhere, this thing turns up. Oh, you can do this, 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 and this. Have your own app today. And I went, I just finished saying I needed this, 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 and this. The app opened up, and sure enough, I was like, no way. Well, then I hit the wall. You know how we hit the challenges, and if we don't push forward. So there was this issue with getting the app done, the people, whatever. And so 3 months went by, and I go, either we're getting this app done or I'm going on to something else. And then I'm going, God, what happened? I thought you sent me this thing, right? So they pulled it together. I'm on the phone with the owner of the app. We made it all work, and I've been building out this app myself for the last month and watching it come together with hands-on, creating what I want. But that totally was, I said exactly what I wanted. And when I opened the app, boom, there it was. And I signed up immediately. I'm like, okay, sign up. That's how that happened.
Wow.
After 3 years of getting tied up. And then all the other coaches. So if there's coaches out there that want to do like a 1 hour, 2 hour class at a lower rate, 17, 27, whatever, to be like a feeder where they can send them to another course, they can reach out to me and apply. I'm looking for specific things on the app. But if they want to get involved, I have a list of trainers right now that want to get on there with their videos and be able to affiliate with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then as this obviously builds out, because we're going to have a very big audience across the country pretty
Well,
soon.
especially with the relationship you've built with, I forget the
Jordan's Way.
Jordan's Way.
And his school tours, I mean, that's going to be thousands of people at each school, plus all the people that are watching. So I say to people, get your directory listings now, especially if you do a lot outside or even inside. We'll be doing schools in Florida.
And he has 1 million followers.
And he does animal welfare things. So he'll go to animal shelters and he does it's kind of like a old school Jerry Lewis telethon meets like Nickelodeon and Fear Factor. Like they do all these weird things, but it draws people in.
Of course.
And even if only a small percent, 1% of those people are business people, right? You're still looking at 10,000 people looking at things.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
Boy, you're at a whole new level with this. I mean, you're on a threshold of something that could just mushroom into.
And it's when we don't give up, I feel like there were a lot of times
because you could have given up there
a bunch of times.
Yeah, you got an idea, and then somehow you were blessed that the Lord showed you this is what you can use. Here's this app you can get and you can develop and so forth. Mm-hmm. But then it didn't just happen. There was frustration in there.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever seen The Chosen, which is one of my favorite series. And it has Jesus, St. Peter and Simon Peter's walking with Jesus. And Simon Peter says, is this going to happen soon? And Jesus kind of looks up, the fellow that plays Jesus, kind of looks up to heaven with a smile and says, soon? Soon? Are you talking about my heavenly Father soon? Are you talking about soon as an hour? Is it a day? Is it a year? Is it 1,000 years? What's soon in my Father's eyes? So I just get such a kick now every time I hear someone say, this is going to happen soon. I say, soon in your plan or in God's plan? So,
well, and then they'll say, Martini Network was an overnight success. No, there was 18 years of grit and doing events. And I did 3 counties at one time. I would do one event in each county every single month. Indian River, Martin, and St. Lucie. Every month, 3 events. It was a lot. Yeah,
and isn't that funny that people will look at you today and say, she's just a huge success and she's going to be even more amazingly successful. She's just lucky.
Yeah.
And I go, bull dillies. That's not luck.
It's mindset. It's grit. It's overcoming. It's, pushing forward no matter what. It's knowing that eventually.
Because I was going to ask you at the end, I have some questions here I was going to ask, and I have some things about, what advice would you give to someone in business and so forth? Because you've been through so much and you've been so successful and your reputation, as I say, is so wonderful. You haven't cut anyone up. You haven't stepped on anyone. It's been you taking advantage of opportunities and seeing them. What advice would you give to someone that they're relatively new in the community and so forth? What advice would you give?
I have a lot of advice. I think one of the main things is to get into the community, and get into the community for the right reason. There have been a million opportunities over the years where I could have just started charging people for every little thing. And I didn't. And of course I missed some opportunities by doing that. We need to be realistic in charging for our value. Mm-hmm. But get into the community, really get to know the people, and then see how you can help them.
Yeah.
Because I think there's probably more people that I've helped than not. Connect with somebody, give them a resource, help them with something that something about that they don't know anything about. Get involved with their nonprofit. You know what I mean? Your network is the most valuable. The people in our lives are the most valuable assets we have.
That's right.
And when you cultivate those, and not from a place of what can I get from this person, but in a place of how can I help this person? What can I do that will make their life better?
That's the mindset. What can I do to help that person? And the more people you can help, it's funny how it works.
Right. Exactly.
That you will grow in many ways
in so many ways. And the relationships we build, that. I could open almost any door. it's kind of crazy when I think about it. Like, if there's somebody I need to meet, there isn't probably many doors I can't open.
Yeah.
And that's because of spending 18 years helping people, doing things, doing the right thing.
There's a selflessness. It's when you become selfish. It's all about me and my success and my story.
But at some point, we do have to incorporate our success into that, right? We do.
We have to
because
eat.
we can't be too selfless where we don't move forward. And there was a part in Martini Network for a long time where it was just an event. It didn't have a future. It wasn't doing anything because Veronica was giving everything away, right? And then all of a sudden I was like, hey, all these years of all this training and all this value that I bring to the table, like now I can't sit with people for free and just spend an hour with coffee, right? I don't have that kind of time. But I made available like a launchpad session where if they want to sit with me and have a one-on-one and we can powwow about your business, it's not going to be $1,000, but it's not going to be free either.
Yeah.
So we've got to create, because that value could save them a year, you know, on moving forward with their business with resources and connections and contacts and all that stuff. So there's a lot to be said about honoring your own value as well.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful point. Not exaggerating, but and not taking advantage of anyone, but say, listen, I do have, you know, this academic background. I have these experiences, and so I'm worth a certain monetary value, and
the value it brings to the business, you know.
And
so
what I can, my knowledge and information and sharing and helping you will help you grow your business. It's not just, you know, so I'm just so impressed. Where are you going now? So what are your next steps?
Well, the app is out now. It's in beta.
Okay.
So people can download the app, go in, play around.
What's the app again?
It's Martini Network. And make sure that when you go in, you'll see the Spark. So you have to register for the Spark. It's free. And it opens up, I say complimentary. I don't like the word free. It's a complimentary daily dose of growing your mind. And so then they'll soon see the accelerator and the expansion circle coming. Those are the different levels.
Okay.
So right now in the app, they can see it, so they can see what all comes with it. And then when I launch a beta, I'm going to do a very special for beta. I'm going to do half off in beta, and they'll have a special code. They can keep that price for as long as they stay on. It's a monthly subscription. So their price will never change as long as they stay.
Now, do you do this all by yourself?
Yes.
I mean, to come up, I mean, you're talking a magnificent program.
I didn't do it by myself.
Do you have a board?
I came from guidance.
Do you have a board of directors or something that, or a board of, you know, advisors that sit with you and say, okay, and brainstorm and help you?
Nope.
Do you just sit in your house and say, and these ideas come to you?
They come to me. And as the app has been evolving, new ideas keep coming, which tells me I'm on the right path. Wow. My advisory board is, you know, the guides that are with me, you know, probably my family that's passed, you know, the God is with me. And so we just like, they go, here's a download, and I add it. And it's not too much at once. It's digestible. Like the whole library with all the additional coaches and trainers literally came this last week. And I thought, why not? Why not bring these trainers along and give them an opportunity to be seen? You know what I mean? It's not all about me. It's who can bring value to my clients, who can bring value to the subscribers of the app. Wow. Because someone may resonate better with someone else. They might not be able to afford $57 or $97 a month, but they could afford a $17 or $27 class that might bring them to the level where they could
afford
So I want to help all the people that people forget about, you know, all the big dollar coaches. Forget about all these people here that as soon as they have
wait a second now. I've been a coach all the time. You gotta
No. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying anything again. Listen, I've spent $10,000, $20,000, $7,000, $6,500. Believe me, I have spent money on coaches. But when people are here, they can't spend that kind of money on a coach.
And that's absolutely
correct. They need a bridge. So here's the bridge from can't afford it to getting to afford it to coming to, for now I can afford it, right? Yeah. So if I can be that bridge, when I'm the bridge, not if, I know I'm going to be that bridge because it's been on my mind and on my heart for like 3 years now. And so it's time to get people from here where they can't afford it to where they can afford it. And then accelerate from there.
I remember years ago when I was starting here in this area, and I had someone wanted a proposal, and I came back with a proposal. I'm making the numbers up.
Yeah.
I said, to do this, it would be $5,000. And this person who's very famous said, we can't afford that. So I said, what can you afford realistically? And I think she said something like $3,000. I said, okay, I will get you the best $3,000 program. It's not going to have all the features at the $5,000, but I'll get you the best $3,000 program you'll ever be able to have, which I did. And then I was her consultant for maybe 20, perhaps about 20 years. And today we're very, very good friends and so forth. But rather than just saying, okay, it's too expensive and then leaving, I realized that at that time she couldn't afford the 5,000.
Well, and individual coaching and consulting is a whole different animal too.
Sure.
Group coaching takes you to a different level. If it could twist something in your mind to get those seeds growing, to start changing your mindset, to start believing you can do it, to start getting to that level of success where now more money is flowing in, you can do this level and then you can do this level. But when they're stuck here, because I know I was stuck there a long time ago, you just stuck like, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, this is never going to happen. And our mindset and the things that we tell ourselves, when all of a sudden now everything is, you see, I changed my language right away. Not if, but when, right? And I still do it after 20 years of personal development. I'll go, well, if that's going to work, it is going to work.
It's going to work, yeah.
And we go, yet when it happens, not if it happens.
Yeah.
And so getting people to that space where they can change that vibrational energy that they have going on, because instead of thinking all the things they can't do, now they're thinking of, oh my gosh, there's a potential, there's a spark, which is my spark in the app, right?
It's fabulous. So, I think one of my happiest experiences, if I can share it, was with the city of Stewart, and I was asked to coach 3 different directors, and it was the 3 of them working together. And one of the formats you have is that you're going to have people working together, and the energy that they had, that it wasn't just for them, but it was for them working together as a team. It was fabulous.
That container is so special. Like when you have a bunch of people that are actually investing in themselves, doesn't matter if it's $57 or $5,000.
It doesn't matter of money. Yeah.
When they're investing in themselves, they have a different mindset.
Yeah.
They have a different openness to learning because they're investing in it. It's not free classes, free, right? People don't usually take away from those free classes. So, and some do, I do. Because when I do a class and I'm taking my time to do it, I don't care if it's free or 10,000, I'm going to do it. But when they start changing their mindset and they start creating things, they see that they have the capabilities. But those groups, those containers are a support system. Yeah. And if they're not going to ask a question, I've seen this happen a million times.
Someone
will ask their question.
Yeah.
And the question gets answered anyways.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I've always loved being a coach and a trainer and so forth. And, you do as well. So we kind of
and it's fun to watch people. Watching them shift. Like I have a team of girls that kind of have been helping Martini Network with a little bit. I started a group called Network Navigators. And
what happened? You started?
Every single one of them has grown in whatever area it is. Like one is traveling the country with her business, like rocket level. And that was like from one conversation. Yeah. And her friend did a launchpad session. And the 2 of them are like all over the country doing these things, like
thing after just makes you feel so wonderful. That
her health was the priority. She started losing weight. She started finding the energy to go to the gym and do all the things for her. So what their real thing that they want, not what they say they want, the real thing that they want, they all did very well in it.
That's amazing. Just to summarize, you've just been so magnificent.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you want to share that we haven't talked about that is important to?
Well, if this video is going to be seen in the next couple of weeks.
What do you mean if?
When this video is seen in the next couple of weeks, Martini Network's anniversary is coming up. It's going to be at Tutti Fresco.
Sure.
July 8th.
Okay.
6 to 9 p.m. Okay. Normally the events are 6 to 8. Now, know that the anniversary is insanity. Last year, we had 250 people show up, but the normal events average between 60 to 80 people. But the anniversary is going to be crazy fun. There'll be probably well over 200 people there.
Wow.
And they can RSVP from our event page. There'll be a link, like a Sign Up Genius link,
Okay.
and they can sign up there. They don't pay, they pay at the door. It's just a $10 cash cover at the door. We don't take credit cards for $10.
Yeah.
But they can come in, and no door prizes for the anniversary because
Yep.
we get too busy.
Yep.
But would love to have people come out and support the anniversary.
When is it?
Wednesday, July 8th.
Okay.
2 to Fresco.
Okay.
And I'm also up for Best Local Influencer on WPTV. WPTV. Okay, so WPTV.
Oh, look at you. Okay.
And so if anybody can jump on there and vote, I'm hoping everybody will go on there and vote for Veronica.
Okay. So how do they do that? Because if you're not the best,
the link.
I would like to know who's better than you. You know.
Oh, you have the link? Yay!
Look
I
at that.
love it.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
friends, I told you that we had someone that I consider a superstar, and I think that meeting her today, you'll agree with me that this is a pretty amazing lady. And we want to thank her so much for being here and for sharing at the level and the depth that she did. She's just an amazing woman, and we've been so blessed to have her in our community, and we look forward to her new ventures, and we wish her nothing but Godspeed, that they be as successful as she hopes and she desires. And she's just amazing. I'm just so thrilled that Veronica Kolibab is my friend and my neighbor here in St. Lucie County, an amazing lady. And we thank you, Veronica, for being here.
Thank you so much, Dr.
And we thank you, our audience, for watching, and we hope that you'll listen to some of the wise advice that Veronica shared and follow her. And it's been a pleasure. And we'll see you next time on Treasure Coast Professionals. Thank you.
Welcome to the Treasure Coast Professional Spotlight interview series, where we shine a light on the visionary leaders, innovative entrepreneurs, and dedicated professionals shaping the future of Florida's Treasure Coast. Presented by Showcast Studios and hosted by renowned educator, speaker, and community leader, Dr. Jack Mitchell. This program brings you inspiring conversations with the people behind the businesses, organizations, and initiatives making a lasting impact in our communities. Each episode offers an inside look at the journeys, challenges, successes, and insights of today's most influential professionals, sharing valuable lessons and stories designed to inform, inspire, and connect. Now please join your host, Dr. Jack Mitchell, as we spotlight excellence, leadership, and achievement on the Treasure Coast. This is the Treasure Coast Professional Spotlight interview series.